Ladies and gentlemen, the Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, is clearly crafting his campaign team. Just the other day, he appointed Hussein Mohammed to be in charge of his communications. And today, the Deputy President has appointed Ababu Namwamba to head his international relations. And that appointment, in my view, is significant politically speaking. So in this video, I want us to go into the details about this particular appointment, the expectations, why Ababu Namwamba, and the reason for the appointments. But before we go into all those details, please, for those watching for the first time, click the subscribe button down there so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. To the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys so much for your support. I still remember October, for those who have been here. October, I lost my father, and your support was overwhelming. I mean, it's still in my heart. I'll not thank you enough. Let us go back to the main issue. Ababu Namwamba is currently serving in the government of President Uhuru Kenyatta as Chief Administrative Secretary for Foreign Affairs. Ababu Namwamba risked his seat in the last election by defecting to Jubilee. You remember Ababu Namwamba was actually the Secretary General of ODM Party. Then he went to Jubilee. He tried running away with the party, ODM Party. Men in Black stopped him. He went to Jubilee. He lost in Budalangi. He was appointed to be Chief Administrative Secretary. And Ababu Namwamba became one of the bold appointees of President Uhuru Kenyatta who identified with the Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. So the mere fact that he has been appointed by the Deputy President means two things. The expectations. Number one, Ababu Namwamba will be forced to resign. Basically, he's either going to resign, that's number one. If he won't resign, then he's going to be kicked out. Because I know President Uhuru Kenyatta by next week is going to make some changes to his cabinet to reflect the resignations and also maybe to align his government with the campaigns which are forthcoming. Now, let me just get you the letter. I want to go through the letter appointing Ababu Namwamba just before we proceed. Now, this is the appointment letter by the Deputy President. It's dated 9th today. The letter says, appointment of Ababu Namwamba as head of international relations in the William Ruto Campaign Secretariat. So the letter says, William Ruto through William Ruto Campaign Secretariat has today appointed Ababu Namwamba as head of international relations at the William Ruto Presidential Campaign. The Hustler Nation welcomes his wealth of expertise and broad experience as a leader, lawyer, politician, diplomat, and public servant. It says, we have worked closely with Ababu over past 10 years on many fronts, and I have come to value his leadership, experience, focus, and empathy. It is because of those qualities that I could not be more grateful to have him in our campaign team. With this considerable diplomatic talent, deep knowledge of the continent, strong network in the global stage, and unwavering determination, I am confident in his role leading international relations within my presidential campaign, said William Ruto. It continues, Honorable Ababu has a highly impressive profile as a public interest attorney and has previously been very active on the international lobbying circuit, strongly advocating for international human rights and fair trade practices. Honorable Ababu Namwamba, EGH, is the Chief Administrative Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade from January 2018. He had previously served as a member of parliament in the 10th and 11th Parliament. Honorable Namwamba has also served as the Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs of the Republic of Kenya, his reign is remembered for enactment of the long-desired Sports Act, actualizing the National Youth Council, strengthening of the National Youth Service, and streamlining the National Youth Enterprise Fund. William Ruto is humbled and fortunate in continuing to attract able and distinguished group of citizens to deliver the William Ruto presidency in 2022. Hussein Mohammed, Director of Communications. Now, from that letter alone, you can clearly understand why Ababu Namwamba has been appointed. Ababu Namwamba has been appointed by the Deputy President to serve in this role. Because remember, if you've been following this channel, I've always maintained that if there's one area the Deputy President is doing badly, is international front. William Ruto does not have international networks. The Deputy President, in my view, if you ask me, is facing some ban in certain countries because he can't go beyond some countries. The Deputy President can go to Congo, the Deputy President can go to Uganda, he can go to Sudan, he can go to Turkey, but there are certain countries the Deputy President can't go to. So Ababu Namwamba being appointed will be the link. If the Deputy President can't go to US, for example, Ababu Namwamba can go with him, for him, on his behalf. So Ababu Namwamba has been chosen for 3 or 4 reasons. Number one, Ababu Namwamba's background, just like the letter is saying, Ababu Namwamba is currently the Chief Administrative Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Trade. So it means that Ababu Namwamba has that experience. If I were Ruto, for example, I would have gone for Sally Kosgei, who is a highly trained and highly respected diplomat. But you see, appointing Sally Kosgei would be interpreted politically. Who else do you think the DP would have appointed to this position other than Ababu Namwamba? So that's why he has appointed Ababu Namwamba, because of the background. Number two, Ababu Namwamba has created networks. You know, if you've been following Ababu Namwamba, he's been on plane like today he's in Cairo, the next day Ababu is in Zambia, the next day is in Turkey, the next day Ababu. So during those meetings, Ababu Namwamba has been creating networks. And those networks is what the Deputy President is actually interested in. So number three, Ababu Namwamba is a former Secretary General of ODM Party. As a Secretary General of ODM Party, Ababu Namwamba was able to interact with Raila Odinga's friends internationally. So if there are people who are funding ODM Party, Ababu Namwamba has their contact, because at one point or the other, he must have been sent by Raila Odinga to these people. Maybe he's still communicating with some of these people. So Ababu Namwamba will be playing that role because he served as the Secretary General of ODM Party. He has because Raila Odinga is one of the guys who has the largest network internationally. So probably the DP hopes that Ababu Namwamba will use those networks in his favor. And lastly, credibility. If you look at people around the DP, they are not credible. And I wanted to ask a question. Where is David Ndii, by the way? Because he's been missing in action for a very long time now. Where is David Ndii? Credibility is something which the Deputy President, in my view, is trying to fix. He's always been accused of surrounding himself with people of questionable character. Look at the appointment of Hussein Mohammed. That was a credible appointment. Look at now the appointment of Ababu Namwamba. You can hate Ababu Namwamba. You can hate him as an ODM supporter. But Ababu Namwamba, when he was in ODM, he was a darling. When he was serving Uhuru Kenyatta, he served diligently. The truth of the matter, he's well educated. Ababu Namwamba is knowledgeable. And that's the truth. So he's now bringing, the Deputy President is now bringing people with the credibility on board. Let us wait for the next appointment. So those are why Ababu Namwamba has been chosen. But why do you think, what are the main reasons, what are the objectives which William Ruto wanted to achieve by making this appointment? Just 3 objectives only. The first objective, I think, is that William Ruto has poor international networks. So moving forward, he needs to create these networks within a very short time. The truth of the matter is that there is no way you can become the President of the Republic of Kenya without serious international networks. William Ruto, as we speak today, I don't know the last time he was in America. If you know, you can tell me. In Europe, maybe Turkey, maybe Italy. But even those countries, I've never seen him in Turkey. Italy, Kanini Keka was saying that the other day he sneaked to Italy, maybe to follow up on their own deals. But the truth of the matter, is that Ababu Namwamba will be expected to help William Samoei Ruto create international networks. Once that international networks is created, then it will be good. Okay, like for example, Ababu Namwamba can help the DP in lobbying. If there are certain countries where it's been banned, Ababu Namwamba can be used, you know, because Ababu Namwamba is not facing any sanction. So definitely will be sent, go to this country, negotiate. Okay, there's this deal here. Can you go? So the first thing is that Ababu Namwamba will be expected to create those international networks. Number two is funding. 2022 election is going to be one of the most expensive elections in this country. Which means even if you have money, you should be able to get funding from international friends. William Ruto is a businessman. We've seen the kind of people visiting him. The other day we saw the guy was being deported. Those are people, billionaires. The other day they went to Dubai, and I explained that in a video, maybe to meet with certain people. The truth of the matter is that if Ruto were to use Oscar Sudi, if Ruto were to use some of his close allies, something will be cooked against them. But Ababu Namwamba can be easily used to go to the United States of America. Like he tried using the Muranga Senator, Uhuru Kenyatta. So Ababu Namwamba can be used because he even studied in the US, for example. He's been to UK, he's been to most of this Europe. So Ababu Namwamba can actually be used to go to the US, organize fundraisers there. Ababu Namwamba can be easily used to go outside there and lobby for funding. If anything, if there are people who want to fund William Ruto's campaign, Ababu Namwamba can easily go outside there and meet these people without raising any eyebrows. And lastly, I think Ababu Namwamba has also been appointed as a strategy of the DP to appease the Luhya nation. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto is a front runner. His figures were up there, especially in central Kenya or the larger Mount Kenya region. Uhuru Kenyatta has now declared war on him. He doesn't know the impact it will have. So the deputy president has been trying to move to Western Kenya and see if he can win the support of Western Kenya. So he managed to win Mudavadi and Weta. Now this appointment of Ababu means he's telling the Luhya nation that you guys are going to play a key role in my campaigns. So please, if you can, join me. That's what the deputy president is basically telling the Luhya nation through this appointment. Because by this appointment, it is now clear, based on what people are saying outside there, that should William Ruto become the president of the Republic of Kenya, Ababu Namwamba is going to be the Minister for Foreign Affairs. Simple, square, like that. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Thank you guys. I know most of you guys are asking me to do the analysis on Peter Munya. I'm actually doing it next. And the one for Jimmy Wanjigi, what do you think? Do you think Jimmy Wanjigi can actually manage to take ODM from Men in Black? I was reading a post somewhere where someone was saying, Jimmy Wanjigi, please come to Orange House. We want to make peace with you. I'm telling you, Jimmy Wanjigi is going to find it very rough in the next few days, but it's okay. That video of Jimmy Wanjigi tomorrow. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day.